Hello everyone, Tanner151 here, and here is some Gears of War Judgment OverRun gameplay from the multiplayer beta that's out right now. Now, the only way you can play the beta is if you pre-ordered from GameStop and they emailed you a code for you to access it. You can't go to like games on the dashboard and find it, it's not there. The only way to activate it and define it and activate it is to put in that code and redeem downloads, or redeem code. And I got it this afternoon when I woke up from work, and when I came home and woke up, and I played it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I was surprised at how decent it was. Is it the game mode that they're all praising at Epic Games and People Can Fly and some gaming companies that they're saying it's revolutionary, it's the best game in the game, it's the best game in the game? Maybe. I don't know. It's not bad. It's much better than I thought it was going to be, but I don't think it's this whole amazing game mode that they're making it out to be. It's not bad. I will say that. It's not bad. I was having fun. Now, the beta is only this game mode and only on this map, Skyline. And the OverRun game modes, or the OverRun game mode has its own maps specific for OverRun. There are 2 paths on every map, that's from what I've heard, and there's a path here for the Locust to attack, and there's a path to my left. And it's not bad, but you can get spawn trapped at the first E-hole. You can get spawn trapped. When I first played, I joined the game and I got spawn trapped. It wasn't that great, but it got better after that. Now, there are 4 classes for the COG. There is the Medic, which is Baird, which is Sophia Hendrick, I believe. Sophia Hendrick. She has a Lancer and a Sawed-Off, and the Sawed-Off has 2 shots, and there's only those 2 shots. And she has a stem gas grenade. Then there's Baird, who has a shotgun and a repair tool. Then there's Cole, who's the soldier class. He has a Lancer and a Bushka. Now, when I saw the Bushka before, and I saw that it was a 3-shot grenade launcher, I was like, ooh, that's going to be overpowered. It's not overpowered at all. The only time it explodes on impact is it hits someone. And it takes 2 shots, unless they're hurt, to kill someone direct impact. And now it's just a normal Grenadier. Now, I don't know how it will be a normal multiplayer, because the Locusts do have more health than they will in multiplayer, than people in multiplayer. I believe so, at least because there's different health for different classes of the Locust. Then there is the Marksman class, which is Paddock. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. And he has the Markza. Oh no, it's the Scout class. He has the Markza and a snub pistol and recon grenades, or location beacons. I'm not sure. Beacon grenades. And it's okay. Oh, and by the way, Baird has a sentry gun, which lasts for 8 seconds, and that's really good. Now, the Markza, I was worried that it would be overpowered because you can fire it really quickly. It can be. It does get spammed pretty easily, but I don't see it being a huge issue. Maybe in a normal multiplayer it will be, but as of now, it's not a huge issue. The classes for the Locust are, there's a Corpser, there's a Mauler, a Grenadier, a Ticker, a Wretch, a Cantus, a Serapede, and a Rager. My favorite classes are for the COG are Baird, because of the shotgun. I love the Gnasher, and the Marksman class. No, actually, I would have to say the Medic class. So the Grenadier and the Medic class, or not Grenadier, the Engineer and the Medic class are my favorite for the COG. For the Locust, it is the Rager class, because you get this Locust weapon, the Breach Shot, which is a lot of fun. It's a 1-shot headshot, but it only has 4 shots. It's slow firing. It's really fun though. It has no scope, and I really like that one. Then the Grenadier, because they have the Lancer and the shotgun. I really like that. Now, I have noticed that the Gnasher, it doesn't seem to be as effective as it was in Gears 3. It doesn't seem to have the same sound as Gears 3. It seems to sound more like the one from Gears 1, the Gnasher. It's not as deep sounding, the reload animation, or not the reload animation, the cocking animation for you to fire another round, it sounds more plasticky. Now that's just probably me. It probably sounds just like Gears 3. I'm just making it sound weird. But I don't know, it just sounded a little different to me, and I was getting a lot of body shots where I would shoot them right in front of them and they would only get hit marker. They wouldn't die or like blow apart. And I would be really close to them too. And I think the reason why is that there's no damage boost when you get an active reload. So I'll like reload perfectly, and in Gears 3 I would always reload and most of the time hit an active reload, so it would have that damage boost for the first 2-3 shots. Well, in this game that's not there. So that extra stopping power that was there, it's gone. That extra damage, it's gone. So maybe I'm not getting as many body shots as I thought I was due to the extra damage not being there. If it was there, it would be just like Gears 3, but with it gone, that's why I'm getting more body shots. Does that make sense? They do have a lot of new ribbons. Some of them are similar from Gears 3, and they just changed the title to it, or they changed how many points you get. It's very basic. It's very similar to Gears 3, but there are new ones. I did enjoy running around with the Grenadier and throwing the grenade, the LB button. And let me get to the controls. The controls are more streamlined. They're not as Gears. Like, you don't use the D-pad to change weapons anymore. And at first I was really like, wow, that sucks, that's stupid, they're taking it away from Gears. But actually, while playing with it, I really liked it. I really liked what they did to it. Now see there, I shot the guy straight on with the Bushka, didn't kill him. It took me 2 shots, direct impact to kill him. So that's pretty balanced out. And I was like, man, the controls are going to be terrible. They're not. They're actually really good how they are. Running in the sprint mode and pressing Y to switch weapons, so much faster and not as awkward to hit on your controller as it was to hit D-pad while running. You can keep your direction, you can keep your speed, and all you have to do is hit Y. Bam, switch your weapons. I like that. That's actually a good change. And the grenade throwing with the LB, again, I was like, I don't know if I like that. It's not a problem. It's not bothering me at all. I'm neutral on that part. Yeah, but it is really nice to throw really quickly. I do like that. Now, when you like damage something, or you're repairing something, or killing something, it does pop it up in brackets, like you see right there, kill plus 70. That seems kind of dumb, but that's a cosmetic change, I believe, from Gears 3. Since this game looks very similar to Gears 3, they did that to make it give its own difference. Does that make sense? Now, as I just said a second ago, this game looks a lot like Gears 3. But it's not a carbon copy, at least from what I've played. Then again, this game mode wasn't in Gears 3, so that's why it feels different. But it looks very similar. I won't say that they've made obvious changes to the graphics, but there are some differences. Like, you can guess that they made some changes to the graphics, at least, maybe very, very subtle, and like the coding and all that. It does seem a little brighter than Gears 3. The armor, at least, the armor seems a little brighter, not as dull. It's more like, if it's blue, it's obviously blue. If it's red, it's obviously red. And I think that's for multiplayer, normal multiplayer, because it's red cog versus blue cog. They want you to be able to tell the difference easily. Everything's flowing really well. It's not seeming glitchy. I haven't found any glitches. It's all working out very well for me. And I was worried that this game, with only a year and a half development, and they're making multiplayer campaign and survival and all that, I'm like, oh, that's not going to be that good. There's going to be some heavy issues. But at least in OverRun, I can't say for the full game, but at least for OverRun, and I'm assuming the campaign, there aren't any technical difficulties. There was a lag part at one point. I was playing and it lagged, and the guy jumped like 3 feet in front of me. Kind of like a Call of Duty lag. So I was like, whoa. You see, actually it was right there, if you saw that. At least on my screen it lagged. That's not a huge deal. But when I'm seeing people go down in the down but not out stand as the Grenadier, they're the only class that can go down but not out, they will be dropping their grenades, and that's like a trap because you'll be right next to them. Rifles will be used more in this game than previous games, I think, due to how the created class system will work in normal multiplayer, because you have to choose either a shotgun or a lancer, and most people I think are going to choose a lancer because of you can go medium range, you can even hurt them a little bit at long range, and close range you have the chainsaw, or you can just spray and pray. So I think the shotgun usage will go down a little bit. That is unfortunate. But the Gnasher is still good. It took me a little bit to get used to because the Grenadier moves really slow compared to the Cog, and it was bad. But I got used to it. The frag grenades, they don't stick to walls anymore, but they do stick to people, and I got stuck a lot when I was playing, and it's not a big deal. The Lancer, you know, just like the normal Lancer, not really a difference. I will say that while this is fun, and I don't have a problem with it, I don't really see it being played as much as when the game comes out. Maybe for the first month it will be played a lot because, you know, it's a new game mode. But I believe in a month, maybe 2, a lot of people won't play it anymore. They'll be playing normal game modes like free-for-all, domination, team deathmatch, etc. Because look at Beast Mode in Gears 3. First month or 2, a lot of people played that, but then after that it stopped. Then again, those were against bots, while this is against live people. So I do believe that there will be people playing this, but it won't be a huge amount in 2 months after the game comes out. But now with the reticle in the middle, the faint reticle, I said in previous videos talking about Gears of War, I'm thinking that's going to be an issue. People are just going to spray and pray, and they kind of do for the Lancers behind cover. Other than that, though, it's not really noticeable. I mean, it does help with like your shotgun and everything, and with the Lancer behind cover hip firing, yes, that does help. But past that, it's not helping all that much. When you're behind cover, you're immobile, really. Well, you can move side to side, but you can't bounce all over the place. So it balances out in a way. It's not as big as a problem as I thought it would be. It is a problem if they're behind a corner and there's 2 or 3 of them with Lancers and they're spraying and that reticle is helping them a lot. That's the only time I can see it being an issue. And let me talk about the online pass for this game. The online pass for Gears of War Judgment, they've already announced it and I will be getting it on launch, is for $20 you'll be getting 6 new maps, 9 skins, 5 armor skins, 4 weapon skins, or maybe it's 4 armor skins, 5 weapon skins. I'm not 100% sure which one. You get 2 new game modes, and you get permanent double XP, and I think that's why a lot of people will be buying it along with the maps, will be for the permanent double XP. Now, they haven't really clarified whether it'll be double XP for all game modes or double XP for certain playlists. Like, you can only play in that playlist if you have the season pass. That will be the one with the double XP. I think that's what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to find out. I will be getting the season pass for the new maps, achievements, and hopefully there will be some campaign DLC. I doubt it, but hopefully there will be some kind of campaign DLC. I really enjoy Gears of War campaign. My issues with the OverRun game mode, they're few and far between. There does seem to be a little bothersome for the Grenadiers to be able to throw grenades as quickly as they do. Not like throwing them quickly, but how fast they regenerate. I wish that would slow down a little bit, but then they keep that. They keep it the way it is so I can take down defenses and stuff. They did balance the classes out pretty decently, but sometimes when, say, their whole team is Grenadiers and they're throwing grenades, that does get troublesome, that does get annoying. But it's not a huge problem, and I doubt entire teams will only pick that class. I will be playing this game mode for achievements and for XP when the full game comes out, But as I said, in 2 months, I don't see myself playing in this that much. I'll be playing domination, team deathmatch, maybe even execution because I'll have down but not out. We'll see. Also, when I inputted my code and I downloaded the beta and everything, I was about to play it, it told me that my XP that I earn while playing will transfer over to the full game. I'm already a level 4. Does that mean when the full game comes out I'll be, bam, level 4? Or does the full game, the ranking system, it's more XP to rank up? Instead of 500 points like it is for level 1 in this beta, maybe it's 1,000 points. So hopefully they do something like that. I don't think they will. I think me being level 4, I'll be level 4 unless they take a fraction of the XP I did. Like say I get 10,000 XP, maybe they only take 4,000 of that and transfer it over to the full game. Who knows? And I read on Twitter that the full game stats for this, or not the full game stats, the highest level in this game, there is 50 levels, but there's going to be 11 re-ups. That's 550 levels plus the first 50 levels you rank up before your re-up. So there are going to be 600 levels in this game. That is a lot. I think the reason why they add the re-ups, so many re-ups, and lowered the overall rank was because people will get really tired of, okay, they're like, I'm at 81 on Gears 3 and I don't see myself ever re-upping. That's because it's so long to rank up. I believe they made 1 through 50 shorter and quicker to rank up so people can re-up, because that keeps people wanting to come back. It's like Prestige in Call of Duty. It's pretty much the exact same system, just slightly different, their own version. And the first 3 re-ups, if you re-up, you get an achievement. So I will be doing that, at least for the first, maybe second one. Like I said, they added new ribbons. I used to see in the bottom corner there. The COG do have an advantage, for at least for the first E-hole. The first E-hole is really hard to get, but after that, maybe because we get in a momentum or something, we get going. It's not as hard after the first one. Then again, I got better as I played. Also, I don't like how when, say we take the first there's 10 minutes per game, and say we take the first E-hole in 3 minutes, the next E-hole we have 7 minutes to take it, to move on to the next one. I think they should do it to where you have 5 minutes to take that first one. If you don't take it in 5 minutes, game over. But if you take that first one, the counter resets to 5 minutes. Because you could spend 7 minutes on one E-hole and fail, or and get it, but then you only have 3 minutes to get the next one. So it's like, oh, now we have to really rush. And it makes it easier for the COG to defend. I think that needs to be changed a little bit to where every time an E-hole is opened up and you secure the next area, you get 5 minutes. Then it goes down. And when the round ends, or like say you get an E-hole, it goes to a loading screen, it goes to the cinematic. It really slows the gameplay down. It takes me out of the experience. They should either quicken that up or stop it, but they won't. But it is a little bothersome after a few times. Anyway guys, that's my Gears of War Judgment video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't.